Such beautiful laddus can be made with semolina at a low cost. They will be better than the ones from the store. And you can make these laddus once and keep them for 15 days. The very grainy laddus will melt in your mouth. And they taste great. They can be made with semolina at home at a low cost. So for the recipe, I have taken a bowl of semolina here. Measure out any bowl and take the semolina. And I am adding a bowl of water to that bowl. You will need to add the same amount of water as the bowl you take the semolina in. And I am adding a large spoonful of sugar here. I will mix the semolina, sugar and water very well. I am also adding a little salt here. After adding the salt, I am mixing it well again. The semolina needs time to swell. So I will cover it and leave it for 15 minutes. If you have more time, you can keep it for a longer time. 15 minutes, but you must keep it. I came back after 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, look, the semolina has swelled up nicely. I kneaded it a little bit, and I'm showing you how to do it. I've got the semolina ready. Now I've heated the oil very well. Now, look, I'm putting it in a spoon. You can do it by hand. I'm putting it in a spoon like this. Fry it in the shape of a pakora. It has to be fried until it's crispy. So, you keep the flame of the gas on high heat. Keep it on high heat and fry it for about 6 minutes. And I hope you can understand how crispy or crunchy it is by hearing the sound. Now I will cut them into small pieces. I have to cut them as small as possible. So after cutting them all into small pieces, I took them into the mixer jar. I will grind them into powder by turning them in the mixer jar. So look, I am showing you. I did not grind them into a fine powder. So you have to do it exactly like this. Turn the mixer jar on and off, then it will become a nice powder. Now I put it in the same bowl in which I took the semolina or water. 1 bowl of sugar. I crushed 4 cardamoms. And I put a little less water than the 1 bowl in that bowl. I am just measuring 1 bowl. When the sugar melts and the veins start to appear, I add a little orange food color here. If you add this, the laddu looks very beautiful. It is exactly like a bought laddu. It is okay if you do not add this. But only then should it look like a bought laddu. And the veins will not be like the veins of a wire. You will understand that the laddu is ready if it is sticky or sticky. I added half a teaspoon of ghee. And I added all the semolina that I had ground into powder in the mixer. Now I am adding a handful of desiccated coconut powder or coconut powder. You can also add fresh coconut. It can be added a little more. And I added a packet of powdered milk worth 10 taka. I added a handful of formagaz. And I added some raisins. Giving these formagaz raisins is completely optional. However, if you are at home, try to add some dry fruits. Both will be good to look at and eat. Now I am turning the gas flame to medium and stirring it very well for about 2 minutes and then leaving it. I mix it very well. Then I have turned the flame down to low. If I cook it for another minute or 2 on low flame, it will be ready. Look, it is slowly cooking nicely. And when you see it is like this. And when you try to make a small handful like this when it is released from the pan, you will see that it is being rounded very nicely. Then you will understand that the pack is cooking nicely. I will turn off the gas and save it while it is hot. I will keep it for a minute or 2. Then when it cools down a little, I will take a handful of them while it is hot and roll them well. It will be very easy, but it will be cooked. In this way, I will make all the semolina laddus. Look, I have cooked 1 laddu like this. I will save all the remaining laddus. And you can make or keep such paper laddus the way they are sold in sweet shops. It is better to try it. This is completely optional. You can get these at the shop where you can get event, house, plate, glass. So look how beautiful the laddus look, just like the ones you buy. There is no way to tell that the laddus are made with semolina. They are very beautiful to eat, friends. Since it is fried very well in oil and then made with semolina, these laddus will stay good for 2 weeks or 15 days. You can keep them outside in normal conditions in an airtight container. Look how beautiful they are. These granular laddus will melt in your mouth. Definitely make them at home. Thank you.